Welcome back. It is that time of the week once again where we go through what anime is worth keeping, worth trashing, and worth making fun of. Uh, this is your one and only spoiler warning for the week ending the 14th of the 4th. And let's just get on into it. So, straight up, we have the fifth worst thing of the week, Once Upon a Witch's Death. And this anime is it's just too mid. It is not bad enough for me to be able to watch for how bad it is. It is not good enough for me to actively want to watch it. And it is not horny enough for me to recommend to my friends that are into that kind of anime. It also doesn't go through with what it promises because, well, the characters assure people that they're going to do this thing and then they don't. But we find out this episode that our main character can see the aura of death. She can tell when people are going to die in the next month. She sees one of her favorite old ladies has that aura around her, tells her master that, hey, I'm going to do everything I can to stop this lady from dying. When that fails, hey, I'm going to do everything I can to make this lady have her final wish made come to fruition. Which the old lady's wish was really nice. Her husband's dead. She wants to spend the last time she has with her kid and his kids. And then at the end, her kid and their kids are off playing while she dies next to the young witch. And it's just it's just It's the only way I can really put it. Up next after that is our number 5 best slot, which is G-Quicks. And until I'm told how to actually pronounce this in the show, it's either going to be G-Quicks or G-Quacks. Personally, I'm more of a fan of G-Quacks. But this is something I've been looking forward to since I found out about it. It is the new Mobile Suit show that is made in collaboration with the studio that made Neon Genesis Evangelion. And dear God, did they spend the entire budget on the Gundams. The human side of this show gets about, I'd say, 1/10 of the budget that everything else that the Gundam side gets. And it shows, and I am so okay with it because outside of Iron Blooded Orphans, I do not watch Mobile Suit Gundam for the humans. I watch it for the giant mech fights, and this episode delivered on your initial, I don't know how to control this thing, but I'm still going to beat the shit out of this random guy with it. 8.3 out of 10. Loved it. Honestly, I don't have gripes to this. I was about to say there's probably something. The only gripe I have for it is that I don't already have the model kit for this. And the fact that the Gundam kind of walks on high heels. It is a bit odd, but it's still a dope design. It's still a dope show. I am so looking forward to this. After it, we have our 4th worst of the week, which is Ujujin Mumu, which I am never going to be able to pronounce properly, and I apologize for that. But this is the show of aliens who appear as cats. They destroyed their home planet and killed off all of the intellectuals and all of the leaders because they were the ones that caused the war. What was their war over? They wanted the best sunny spot. I wish I was joking about that. And the more I've been thinking about it, the more it's just like the intellectuals wouldn't have been fighting over that. They would have been finding a way to make more good sunny spots. I feel like he's killed them for no reason. The cats have come to Earth trying to find information to rebuild this technology because they are piloting ships essentially on autopilot and they don't know how to do anything. So this show is actually educational because it's teaching us how all of our appliances work. Into this week's episode, we found out about the microwave and the fridge. And I'll be honest, I kind of knew how the fridge worked. I had no clue how microwaves work. And it's interesting, I guess. The problem is, this show is also cringy as fuck. Because our main character is a socially inept first year in university who hasn't really got friends, doesn't really talk to people, and is now going around talking to a cat. I wish I couldn't say that I knew somebody like this when I was going to uni. I really do. But they were cringy back then. This is cringy right now. After that, we have our fourth best of the week, which is Classic Stars, which I wish people were enjoying this show as much as I am. This genuinely, as you can tell from being in this list, is one of my favorite animes of the season. I love the music in it. I have the theme song playing on my head. Sorry, not the opening, but the ending playing on my head on repeat, which is essentially just the song that was playing at the start of the first episode, mixed together with similar style songs that were made by the other three composers, and it's excellent. But this week we got more of a focus off of Beethoven and onto Mozart, who is our blue-haired individual right next to me. And I'm so glad these guys have names that I can remember. Well, I can remember the two of them, but we haven't focused on the other two yet. And Mozart has been commissioned to make a song for an ice skater to dance to. And I love the emotion system that they have in this that just makes it come to reality. Because Mozart's, Beethoven's last week was a boxing match. Mozart pops up as an ice skater with penguins and polar bears, and he outskates this other dude. He outskates this other dude so bad that the other dude, being a aggressive guy, takes on the feminine role in the skating, and it's great. Loved it. But everyone, this is the second worst rated show this season on my anime list. I don't know why. The art style's good, the show's good, the music's good. I don't know. But after this, we have a ninja and assassin living together. This is our third worst anime of the week, and I've been thinking over the different iterations of this video, because I have had to record this video so many times because of technological issues, about why I don't like this show. Part of it is the juxtaposition between what's happening in the show and the art style, because this is a very cutesy art style, especially when we're talking about people being assassinated. But the premise of this show is that our assassin, who is right at the front in the schoolgirl outfit, doesn't know how to clean up her sites properly. Our ninja is running away from her village, and because of which the village are hunting her and sending assassins after her, but she has the ability, because she can't actually kill people very well, to turn people and other objects to leaves, which makes her really good at cleaning up sites. And they're working with that as their idea. The other thing that I've realized I don't like about it is the assassin. The assassin in the second half of this episode is given the task of killing one of her schoolyard friend's fathers. And there's no question about it, there's no qualms. She just goes in and kills the guy with no remorse. And it's like, you are not human enough for me to care about you as a character. And when that's one of your main two characters, it's gonna be a no from me. After that, we have the third best thing of the week. And right here in third, once again, is Windbreaker. This episode, I think, did so much better than the first one, because the first one, apart from the flashback in it, which was absolutely impeccably done, it was just brawl. This one, while the brawl was going on for a solid 70% of the episode, the last 30% was talking out what happened and how we can work on this. And it's, you matter to us kind of deal. This would have been higher than this, probably even first, which is, for me, surprising, because my number one I thought was going to be number one all season, and so far still is. But there's a point in the episode where they just stop fighting. So all of our main characters, not the entire area, just the main characters, stop fighting, meet in the middle of the brawl, and just have a chat. If that happened in an actual brawl, somebody would walk around with a baseball bat and whack you up the head. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the saving point for it, and why I didn't lose more than that, is that while this is happening, you can still hear all of the brawling going on in the ambient noise of the place. And I really appreciate that they put that in there. On to our final two for each side. I'm trying to remember what button I need to press on here. Hopefully it's this one. There we go. Is Prince Session Orchestra. This is our second worst of the week. And this show is what you would get if you took a tiny bit of SAO, took Sailor Moon, and took a musical, smashed them all together, and then took the best parts out. We have our main characters who go into this other world via their smartphones that only girls can go into. You can't go in if you're a guy. You can't go in if you're an adult. And they do teen things. They do a lot of teen idol things. And that's all well and good until somebody has an issue with it and summons what look like knockoff Digimon to attack them. And then somebody pops up, which would be our Rosie lady at the top, and sings a song at them and kills them. And it's just not well done. I'm hoping there's a lot more explanation in the future about what's happening and it actually grows. But as of now, it's a 4.5. It's below average, even for somebody that's not me. But now we're going on to our second best, which once again has to be the ballpark. This show has just taken my heart by storm. This week we get to see characters that aren't just beer girls being able to interact with people, which is great. And I do love the fact that the girl we follow in the last chunk of this, she wants to be a beer girl, and she's upset because she wants to wear the cute outfits and have the pretty flower in her hair and show off her legs because she thinks she has really nice legs. And she's stuck behind a food counter wearing a bandana, so she doesn't get to do any of the things. And then she learns, of course, that, hey, the kids appreciate the people that are giving out food a lot more than the people that are giving out the beer, because I'd hope they would. And yeah, it's really sweet. The first segment is, though, fucking takes the cake, because it is talking about how technologically inept our main character is. Because they're being told, hey, don't give out your Insta, well, legally not Insta, to any of the fans, because they could stalk you and be creepy. And of course, while she's trying to figure out how to do Insta and all that, a bunch of creepy guys come up and hit on her, because guys be creepy. Her response to them, though, is amazing. It's simply, I'll let you fucking follow me if you show me how to set this shit up. So they just stand around and actually help her out with it, which was both really nice and like, yeah, this is problem solving. If you had people that want to do whatever they can to sort out your problems, why the fuck not use it? But yeah, this is my underrated thing for the season. I think everyone needs to check this shit out. Then we get to the worst of the week, which once again is, please put them on Takamine-san. We're gonna move straight past this because I'm looking forward to week 4 of this season where I can stop watching this. Last up we have To Be Hero X, and Jesus fucking Christ, I hate death baiting, but this show has done so well. The only thing it is losing points on is that death baiting. So at the end of episode 1, we saw Moon, who is she's Nice's girlfriend, dead on the bed. Turns out that was potentially a dream. We're not sure. But it turns out that Moon isn't Nice's girlfriend of her own accord anymore. She's contractually obliged to be it. And we get to see how fans' belief influences the powers in this world, because Moon has the ability to teleport. The problem is that everyone believes she's so intrinsically linked to Nice that now she can only teleport to Nice. And that's not something I would have even considered until they put that in here. We also get introduced to Nice's best friend growing up, or coming up through the scene, who is now his nemesis, who I might be wrong on this. I'm pretty sure was his boyfriend. Like, we have Moon to be the front of it. I'm pretty sure that the nemesis was his actual other half. Because straight away he can tell you that Nice isn't nice anymore. Other than that, we get to see our lie detector guy from the first episode has lost his powers because he doesn't have the trust of the people anymore, and now has fallen out. And that's when fear comes to him in the form of a little robot, infecting him and making him their new power. And that's where we ended off. And Jesus fucking Christ, I wish this show was dropped in one go. There is part of me that would love to stop watching right now just so I can watch the entire thing back to back. And I'll be honest, when the last episode comes out, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to watch the entire show in one sitting because this is such a good fucking show. But that's going to be it for the week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, let me know what your favorite show is down below. And what your least favorite show is too, because there's a lot of crap this season. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up here. Hopefully this one will actually work properly. And I'll see you all next week.